Do you ever get starstruck? Have you ever been starstruck?
I do.
Yeah?
I get starstruck. Not all the time, but when I met Rihanna,
of course,
I got starstruck.
That'll do it to you.
And Nicki Minaj, too.
Nicki Minaj? Yes.
I love both of them. So I was like, oh my God. I was so excited. I was so excited.
And I heard you had a thing for like Justin Bieber?
Yes, Justin Bieber. So I used to be a huge fan of his when I was little. I remember one time, So I used to work on the soundstage, and he came to film another show. So I was like, I will wait hours to see him. Like, I do not care.
Aww.
So I waited this little 6 hours. He didn't come. My mom's like, we have to go. Like, we're not staying here all day. So I cried about it. About 2 months later, I was at someone's apartment building, and he was visiting someone in the apartment building. So I was like, oh my gosh, where is he at? They're like, he already came through. Cried again about it.
Aww.
And then one day we are filming, and next thing you know, I come out and I see him and Selena Gomez standing there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. My mom wasn't there that day, so I called her, and I'm like, Justin Bieber's here right now. You need to come. But that's the picture from it, and he was so sweet. He was so sweet.
I love that. Did he sing to you? Did he leave you with a treat or anything?
He didn't sing, but he snuck in my dressing room and wrote a huge note for me and autographed it.
You still have it?
I still have it to this day.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I was cleaning my closet and I found it again. I was like, thank gosh, so I put it away. But it's been like 10 years, so I still have it.
Do you ever get starstruck?
It's happening right now.
Oh, stop. Is it?
Yeah. When I moved to America was like roughly around the time you were an American Idol and you did your thing. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
thank you.
And I find that people don't really enjoy being starstruck on. So I try to keep it in. And just keep it to myself.
Well,
and then later on,
you go on. And,
I try to keep it to myself, but I was on the red carpet for a Marvel movie, Ant-Man, and I'm next to Michelle Pfeiffer. And when I was in boarding school in Nigeria, it was like a thing if you could show up at school the next day, like right after a song drops, and you could recite word for word in the proper accent, like a rap song. And Gangsta's Paradise was like one of those. So I took it up a notch. So I learned all her mannerisms and stuff in the video with the chair, the turnaround and all that. And then she's like standing right next to me on the red carpet. And I'm like, may I take a photo with you? And then she's like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, I'm totally fanning out right now, but that's going to be rare. I'm just gonna keep it to myself as much as I can.
Because I was in Japan, I don't know how many years ago.
This was a while ago.
And you were there, I feel like.
I was there with the band. I was there with Maroon 5.
With Maroon 5.
Yes.
And it was, I remember being in a hotel. It was late at night, y'all. I was in the bed, okay? And my hair was right here on the nightstand, right? I'm gonna tell you the truth, listen. And that fire drill went off. And they said it was a fire in the building. I was at the top of the hotel.
No, we all worked.
We was at the top, right?
Yes, because that hotel specifically, the lobby is like 30 floors up.
Yes, you were there.
I was there.
Oh my God. So me and my whole crew, we run to go, you can't take the elevator. You gotta go walk down the stairs. So I go through the stairwell and there's Adam Levine.
Yes.
And I was like, I was being a big fan. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You're Adam Levine.
Yeah.
In the middle, we supposed to be trying to save our lives.
Right. And then Adam was like, yo, I was hanging with Jennifer. We were walking down the stairs together. I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
And that is where we first crossed paths,
Yes,
right? And now we're here
Yeah.
at the Jennifer Hudson Show. Thank you so much
And
for
you're
being
killing it.
And you're going to be in the next Fast and Furious, huh? The movie. Congratulations on that. You just stayed Fast and Furious. What was the filming like?
Fast and... No, there he is. There's Vin, and there's old Rita. And see the hat? It says, so far, this is the oldest I've ever been.
I love that.
That's my favorite hat.
Hey, you're friends with... You became close with Ludacris? Please tell us about that.
Well, I didn't know that he was in all of those movies.
Really?
And we were doing a scene in Vin's grandma's backyard, which is supposed to be in L.A. It was in London, on a set, and it was freezing cold. It's supposed to be an L.A. day,
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sitting at the table where I'm supposed to have served lunch to all of his gang, his people, his group. And I look at this guy and I thought, that looks like Luda. Oh my God. And I said, are you? Are you? He says, hi, I'm Chris. I said, you certainly are, baby.
We got a little flirt.
And you know what? We're text buddies.
Y'all are text buddies.
We're text buddies. We text all the time.
That is beautiful.
I sprained this at the Beyoncé concert in Dubai. I know she's your...
Yes.
No, listen. Yeah, that was the night. Oh my gosh.
Did you go down like right after this or?
No, I was actually sprinting in those, like to the concert. And I was totally fine. This is so embarrassing. I wasn't even dancing and I wasn't even like super partying. I was just like sobbing the whole time because I've never seen her perform live. And it was just like so emotional and so... Oh, yeah.
This is you sobbing.
That's me. Oh my God. But I was just walking to the bathroom afterwards, and I think I was just like in a stupor a little bit. And then I think my friend was holding my hand and let go. And it's a new hotel, so like the pathways, you can kind of fall off of it. And my ankle strap, the strap was a little bit loose, so I fell. But I didn't realize I'd sprained my ankle because I was so embarrassed that I'd fell into bushes.
You fell into the bush?
Yeah, I was like, I'm fine, it's okay, because I had bushes the dress is so short, so I had all these scratches. I was like, I'm good, and then I got back to my seat, and I was like, oh, that's real. It was like the size of my thigh, and I was like, I feel like that's not great.
I mean, who are you surprised to know that's a fan of the show?
There's all kinds of rock and rollers that are fans of the show.
Really?
Yeah, I'm friends with Slim Jim Phantom from the Stray Cats, the drummer, and him and his girlfriend love the show. There's been a bunch of rock and rollers that have come to the show. And the biggest story, hate to drop names, but Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney! Oh, that's the name to drop.
Yeah, I'm friends with the guy that DJs at his shows. So he has a DJ when people are coming in, you know, to get their tickets and stuff. So he's a friend of mine. And he got me tickets to see a show up in Canada. And he said, Paul said he'd do a meet and greet with you. So I went down and I'm waiting for him and he comes around the corner and he goes, hi, Drew. And I go, oh, Chris just told him my name. And I was talking, you know, you meet Paul McCartney. I don't want to shake his hand too hard because I'm like, oh, I don't want to ruin your hand. You know, I'm just
ruin your hand.
Flipping out, you know, because since I was a child, you know, I've been Paul McCartney. And then he asked me about Price is Right and stuff. And turns out he's a fan of the show and he watches it all the time. And he was doing Back in the USSR. On stage, and you could see where we were sitting because we had floor seats, and he looked right at me towards the end of the song during the ooh, ooh, oohs, and he goes, come on down to the Price is Right. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He sang to you too?
Yeah. Looked right at me, and I just started crying.
You cried? I would have cried too. I don't blame you. That is amazing.
Amazing.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.